Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Joao Felix card to review today. So, obviously a big card for myself. Don't worry about the team chemistry right now. I'm going to be switching some things here and there, but obviously I want to get the team to 100 chemistry and 10 for Joao Felix just for the sake of the reviews so far. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a look at a card that is 5'11", high medium work rates, 5-star skill moves with a 4-star weak foot. In regards to traits, he does have the outside foot shot trait, which is incredibly helpful for a card like Joao Felix because of the fact that he doesn't have the 5-star weak foot. So there's a huge compensation thing right there with his outside foot shot trait being a thing on the card, right? In regards to his in-games, he's got 91 acceleration with 98 sprint speed, which for a striker I think is perfectly fine. The high acceleration to get into the spaces quickly is definitely nice though, so we're trying out some different things here and there. Base card stats for shooting, he's got 98 attacking positioning with 92 finishing, 93 shot power, 94 long shot. So all of that is really awesome. So what we're doing with this card is we're actually giving him the Hawk chemistry style so that we can test out whether or not his dribbling is going to be responsive enough. Now obviously the stats look great, guys, but you guys have to understand that base characteristics always transfer over to the upgraded versions of the card. So sometimes even with the stats looking very good, because of the way that the gameplay is, sometimes you still need to improve it anyways, right? So we're going to be trying that out in game. But with the Hawk chemistry style, we're going to be basically making his shooting essentially perfect when he's inside the 18-yard box. In regards to passing, he has decent passing stats. You don't necessarily need to improve it with an engine chemistry style or anything like that, even though you could totally do it anyways if you really wanted to. He does have 96 composure to play off of the shooting and all that fun stuff really well as well, which is great. The physical stats that this card has, it's 76 base strength, 94 stamina, and 82 aggression, also being improved with the Hawk chemistry style is going to be very ideal because the plus 10 for aggression as well as the plus 5 for acceleration on the card with the plus 5 in strength, all of those should be very noticeable in a card like this because of the fact he is a 5'11" player. Now the dribbling card, the dribbling stats on the card look great for base card stats, but again, we're going to have to try it out in game with his 5'11" height and the body type that he has. He does have a lean body type, so again, going to be very interesting to try out in game. I do like that he has the high medium work rates to play in the striker position or even in the cam position if I really need him there as well, because there's, you know, different variables to work with in regards to that, right? So we even have like Bruno Fernandes. I don't know exactly how I'm going to line up with this team, but a lot of Portuguese players came out, so we're going to see what the gist of all of that is going to be. So the way that we're going to be lined up in game to test out Joao Felix is going to be our basic 4-2-3-1. Now, with Diogo Jota in the team being a high work rate player playing off of Bernardo Silva on the high work rates, there's a little bit of a different variable here now because Joao Felix is a high medium, right? So we're going to have Joao Felix playing up top in the striker position. We're going to rotate Quidditchman to the left side for that outside foot shot trait. And then Rafa will play on the right side. Now, I may make some switches here and there. Like, I actually might remove Rafa from the team, so that way I can play Bernardo Silva off to the right, Bruno Fernandes in the middle with Joao Felix up top, just because, you know, it just looks really cool, to be fair. But regardless, for this review, we're going to be trying it out like this. I actually might be able to make two different teams. We'll see what's up with that. But yeah, the way that it's going to be lined up is going to look like this. 4-2-3-1. Quidditchman will play on the left side, Joao Felix up top. But we do have stay central up top. So we're going to change this to just balanced instructions because we want to see what his characteristics are like. For Diogo Jota, he played really well on the stay central instruction, right? He's still not meta, obviously, right? But he's still a very fun card to use with that specific instruction. So we'll see how Joao Felix plays just on the balance instruction. So yeah, come back in the defense for all of these players here so that when I get the ball back in the defense, they're closer to me so I can build to the play going forward. And he could totally do that because he does have the 94 stamina. So yeah, we'll try him on the striker position. I may move him to the cam position. Again, a player's characteristics will suggest whether or not they belong in certain players or in certain positions on the pitch. So let's get into a game, see how he plays. Hopefully he's a beast. Okay, so with his high medium work rates, he already starts to run into the space. With balance instruction, he's staying in the middle right now, which is cool. Do you push to the side? No, he stays in the middle. Good. I might not have to actually give him the stay central instruction, which is fantastic, actually. Ooh, coming off with the dribbles right there. Skill moves are gonna be random in those situations once you do it over and over again, obviously, because it's just a mechanic in the game. Nice. Ball roll, touch. Get back on the inside. Ooh, not a bad strike with his left foot. I didn't get the outside foot shot angle right there, so that's why he didn't go for it, obviously. But he does pretty well right there. Makes that aggressive run right there. Okay, interesting. So he makes a sideways run right there. Oh, I tried to go for the moving scoop turn right there. I didn't register that specific dribble I needed right there. I think because of the way that this team moves, I'm probably going to put him on stay central as well, just because the way that my cams aggressively move into the space is a little bit different, right? I think it would make the most sense because it would play off of his high-medium work rates as well. Nice little scoop turn right there to get into the space. Boom. Touch again. Heel to heel. Shot across. Oh, shot near post. Didn't work out. I still feel like, guys, and this is because of me, I still feel like I'm going to want to increase his dribbling. I still feel like I'm going to want that for sure. You can see with the high medium work rates, he will run into the space instantly. So I feel like that variable is something that I'm going to have to take into consideration when looking at the movement that I want my players to do on the pitch. So I think that if I have him on stay central and he makes those certain types of runs as well, I feel like that would be more beneficial to have in the team because of the way that the other three cams move, right? You see how he moves to the side right there? It doesn't really make much sense for me to have him go there, you know? This guy's playing like a douche, so I'm going to destroy him now. So far, it definitely feels like he's going to be the type of player that you want to use next to another striker for sure, just because of the way that he's moving across the pitch. But we're going to keep checking it out for now. Runs into the middle really quickly right there, which is solid. Doesn't stick to the middle quick enough, though, which is something that I want to adjust with instructions, right? You see how Bernardo Silva kind of like moves all over the place constantly? I feel like I can play with that with Joao Felix on better instructions. The Hawk chemistry style right there, very nice for the shot power boost as well as the finishing boost. But I do want to see something really quickly. So as a lone striker, let's try him on stay central instead because he still wants to make those runs because of his work rates. Let's see how he plays with that instead. Alright guys, so since that guy was wasting my time, we're just going to join another game anyways because with the Hawk chemistry style, I still feel like I want to increase his dribbling as much as possible. So we're going to actually try out the marksman chemistry style this time. So I'll show you guys what we're going to be boosting on the card with this. So we are still going to be giving him shot power, finishing boost, but we are going to increase his dribbling as much as possible. Now, because his balance is still at a 93, it might still not be improved by that much because of base characteristics, but I do think that for me personally, from my general experience, I'll have more fun using this. So the way that Joao Felix was moving around the pitch is that he was being really aggressive on the attack, right? So these types of players, when you use them in a two-striker formation, it's actually pretty solid. So what we're going to be doing is in the 4-2-3-1, we're going to actually switch him to also be on stay central like I had for Diogo Jota. And we're also going to be using him in a 4-4-2 where he's going to be playing as a striker on just the stay central instruction, because when these guys are aggressive pushing forward, it actually opens up space for the midfielders, right? So I think it'll make the most sense. You can see that both of them are on stay central, come back and defense. So I think that that's what's going to be the best instruction to have on a card like this. So let's try him out as a lone striker again, and then we'll switch to the two-striker formation as well. And I'll let you guys know if he makes sense to use in the cam position as well. I'm going to try him in the 4-4-2 right away, actually. Near post strike, nice goal right there. He wasn't moving it at first. I don't know what was happening, but we scored the first opportunity. Yeah, his dribbling, he still has that like sloppy feel to him. I don't think that's gonna really change about the card for sure, but it's something that you can definitely compensate and use the 5-star skills with, you know? Because the 5-star skills is what's going to compensate that sloppy dribbling a little bit. You know, moving scoop turns, fake Rabona, stop, that kind of stuff, right? Good run right there, actually. He did okay right there. Not too bad. I kind of want to try him out taking a regular strike from like a really low percentage angle. I might be able to get this angle here. Across goal. Oh, not bad. It's a low percentage shot. Those aren't really consistent. Good little layoff right there. Ooh. Oh, I didn't get that off. Yeah, his dribbling with the left stick, you do have to kind of like mess with it a little bit. Oh, we almost scored that opportunity too with the onside. It was a little bit off though. Or Quidditchman was off. Oh, Quidditchman was the one that was off. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing you can really do about the dribbling, guys. So I wouldn't even give him the marksman chemistry style because his base characteristics will still be noticeable. So just give him the hawk chemistry style. It'll make the most sense. I actually feel like the acceleration boost on the card would make it feel better, if anything, you know? Nice little skill move combo there with the 5-star skills. Always nice. You could see the dribbling characteristics. You see that right there? He like dribbles like a tall player. Like that's the best way I can really explain it. His movement there wasn't too bad though. I had to kind of play off of that, but you could see with his high medium work rates, guys, he is 100% the type to get in behind constantly. Like even in this situation right here, he'll do that. He'll play off of Quaresma, maybe go for a finesse shot. Finesse shots aren't consistent, but we tried anyways, you know? Dude, he loves to run, man. Even in the 2-striker formation, he just keeps constantly running. Score that opportunity there with Quaresma. So you can see that's a characteristic of his, is he's like, he just naturally feels like someone that wants to get in behind constantly. So if that's a playstyle you'd like your striker to do on just balance instructions, he's definitely one of those types of guys to do that for sure. Let's switch him back to the lone striker position on Stay Central. Let's see how he plays with these guys. Ball roll, heel to heel. Nice. Even when he took the shot, it was a little bit sloppy, you know? A little bit sloppy. Again, doesn't make sense for you to give him the marksman chemistry style. I actually feel like the balance part on the card is what really like causes most of it, you know? Because he's always doing that like animation, right? Has the physical strength to get that ball there, though. Ooh, almost got that one too. I tried to go for a scoop turn, but I didn't get the right dribble right there. It's so crazy. Like he feels like what he feels like in real life. Like he's just the type of person that you have to use as a secondary striker, center forward role, you know? Like that's just the way you have to use this card. It's definitely one of those dudes for sure. I guess because like Diogo Jota's card is like a left forward, he just actually feels like someone that you can play in the striker position if you want to. But with Joao Felix, it's very interesting because I only see myself strictly using him as someone in a 4-4-2. In a 4-2-3-1, I'm not really a huge fan of him playing in the striker position as a lone striker. I'm not crazy about it. But in the 4-4-2, he's super nice. So the way that I actually see it being done for him specifically is that because his base characteristic is to run straight forward in a line, I kind of just want to put him on Stay Central Target Man, because with Target Man, he'll press against the defenders, right? But then he'll still make those forward runs. So I kind of want to try that out with him up top and Quidditchman playing in the striker position too. You see how he still makes that run? I could do a first-time cross right here too. You see? You see how he still makes that run? That's his base characteristic, is to get in behind without you actually putting the instruction on him. So Target Man Stay Central is going to be a really sick thing. Even in the striker position, that instruction will definitely fix the card for sure. But he just moves really well with other players around him, you know? Alright guys, so final verdict on the Joao Felix card. Couple things that we're going to talk about, right? So with this card, you have to use him a specific way. In my opinion, because he is the type of person for base characteristics to run in behind the defense, I feel like the Stay Central Target Man instruction worked really well for him because I felt like it picked his runs out a little more consistently, right? Like the way that he was running in behind the defense became better, and the way that he was playing off of the other players on the team became better as well, because of the way that you press against the defensive line, but also make really good runs. So for me personally, I don't think the Maestro chemistry style makes that much sense to give him for the dribbling boost, because his base characteristics will not allow him to dribble like someone like Quaresma or Rafa or anything like that, right? So his base characteristics is that something that you have to kind of compensate for and dribble with. So I think that the Hawk chemistry style will actually make the most sense, because you're actually giving him the pace boost, you're giving him the aggression boost, as well as the physical strength increase because of the fact that he is a runner. Again, the pace boost with the aggression boost while being a base characteristic player that likes to run in behind the defense is more ideal, right? So you have to play to a player's strengths, obviously. So when I gave him the Hawk chemistry style, it was noticeably better to have that on him because of the way that he wants to play on the pitch, right? Maestro didn't really fix the dribbling, so it's something that I have to rely on and hope that, you know, Atletico Madrid keep going through so he gets even more upgrades so he can feel better in game, right? But definitely felt really good in the 4-4-2 setup, playing on the stay central target man instruction. Really enjoyed using him there. The only thing that's off is obviously the dribbling, but you can kind of compensate for it with the other characteristics that the player has. So really fun card to get in my team because he does feel like he does in real life, where he, again, is best utilized next to other good attacking players. So hopefully you guys enjoy this review. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.